A really beautiful day, beautiful Saturday. Hope everybody's doing well. Just running some errands today, and I was near the old Westfield Mall, and it went bankrupt. Somebody's bought it, but it has not improved. And this was just in the news that the movie theater here that had, I believe, 10 screens was going to close in February, but it's already closed. I checked this morning, it was closed. I was over here and I wanted to show this to you. This is what's happening. More businesses are shutting down. It is gone. More businesses are shutting down. The economy continues to decay. And this is just another sign. This was not supposed to close until next month. And look at what has already happened. This building right here closed, and it's been closed obviously for a while. Gone. It's all gone. So definitely not going to help the business here at a mall that has pretty much been dying for many years. But all this is gone. So I wanted to come by today and just show that to you. This whole area now vacant. So they keep telling us, continuing try to brainwash us that everything's okay. Stock market is up. You're just paranoid to believe that the economy is just not doing well. If you believe that, you're delusional to think that the economy isn't doing well, because everybody knows the economy is booming, right? That's why another business has gone under and is never coming back. That entire section, this is all gone, ladies and gentlemen, all gone. And if you've seen some of my past videos with the old Westfield Mall here, it's just a tragedy. It's one of the worst malls I've ever been to. Not the worst, but one of the worst. And it's been dying for years. So I just did a video the other day that movie ticket sales in 2023 were down 46%. Well, that's no joke. That's no lie. And there are other theaters in this area that I think are on borrowed time that will be going under probably within the next 12 to 18 months. So again, another sign of the times. Here we are at the mall, another dying mall and another dying movie theater. And it's all coming to an abrupt end while they tell you the economy is booming because the stock market is up. Most of you know, 99% of you watching this video know that there is no relationship between the US economy and the stock market. It is completely disconnected. And you know, the very few percent that are in the stock market are doing incredibly well, but the majority of this country is not in the stock market. You know that, I know that, but obviously there's a few people that don't know that. This is reality right here. Another vacant building, another business gone under, another mall struggling to survive, another business trying and struggling to survive. It's really sad to see what's going on. But no doubt Hollywood is dying. The garbage, the smut, the trash that they put out and call a movie that they charge you $20 to see, no doubt dying. But who's going to pay for this vacant real estate now? There's so many buildings that are not occupied. Who in the world is paying for an empty building? Commercial real estate, if you think it's bad now, it is going to get much worse. Most of you already know that. The housing market going to continue to get much worse. Why? Because the consumer's broke. And the consumer at some point is not going to have any more credit cards to fall back on. No more buy now, pay laters to fall back on. That's just a fact, ladies and gentlemen. It's just simple arithmetic. And people, I'm telling every one of you right now, do not get content. This thing is going to continue to get much worse. And this is just another reminder. Unbelievable. Anyways, make sure to stay tuned to this video. I went to Costco last night, bought a few items, but I just wanted to show you what was happening at Costco too. The amount of big screen TVs that are piling up, the shelves are loaded at Costco. This is a great weekend to go out and buy yourself more preps. If you need water, you need food, you need cat food, if you need food for your animals, Costco, if you have a Costco card, if you have a membership there, it's a good weekend to go and stock up, buy a bag of rice, buy a bag of beans, buy things that you're going to need if the power goes down. They're already telling you, they're already warning you that there are very, very bad people in this country right now. Christopher Wray has already been warning all of us that something's going to happen, that that the FBI is on red alert, and they're already getting you warmed up that something's going to happen. So is there going to be a power plant, a grid, a water facility, a cyber attack? Who knows? But you got to be ready. You got to be ready. Most people are not, and it is going to be absolutely chaotic when something does happen in this country. I pray to God it never does. But look, again, we're just using simple arithmetic here, common sense. You cannot be doing what you're doing and having people from all over the world just wandering into this country and not think that there's a couple bad actors that might have come in, right? That there's some people with really, really bad intentions. So we're going to be dealing with a lot of things: the economy, spiritual warfare, social events, possible attacks on U.S. soil. These are the things you got to be planning for, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to leave it there. Watch the remainder of this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Don't be content. Don't get content. Don't be complacent. Continue preparing. It's a beautiful day. It's beautiful. And you would think nothing bad could ever happen. It's a beautiful, beautiful view up there, the mountains. People are out enjoying the weather, but you got to be ready. That's why, you know, I'm continuing to train, hit the gym, work on my defensive skills, work on my security, work on my preps, etc. All of it. There's always something we can be doing. So have a good day. God bless. The amount of TVs here, big screens, is unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen Costco with this many big screens. So at Costco this evening, checking things out, picking up some supplies, and always have to look at the big screens. Just unbelievable, the amount of televisions. They're just not selling like they used to. 75-inch for $1,300. Wow. Here's a 77 for $28. They got some big ones. 85. Look at that, an 85 for $899. It's unbelievable how prices have come down on big screens. Here's a this is a Sony right here, 85 for $12.99. Samsung. But look at the inventory that's just piled up here. Imagine what they have in the back, what they have in the warehouse. But they are stacked with big screens. So just here at Costco tonight, gonna pick up some extra supplies, browsing around, but just wanted to show you the inventory. And even more. They are stacked. They are stacked deep. I mean, a 55-inch now, 4K for $280. Unbelievable how prices have really come down on these things over the years. More, even more over here. You get a 65-inch for $349. Look at the amount of big screens. Wow. Wow. 75-inch 4K for $4.99, and they are piled deep. So just walking down the dog food aisle here and cat food, and just a reminder, it's always a good thing to put extra food away for your animals, your cats, your dogs. Look at the amount of dog food and cat food here. And I think it's extremely important. Look at all this inventory. So important if you have an extra couple bucks. I just grabbed a little extra food for the nudge. And it's just important to do. Come down here, you get Nutrinuggets. I used to feed my police dogs this. You get a 50-pound bag for $29. So that's what I used to feed my performance dogs, of course, with some extra supplements and vitamins, but they really always liked Nutrinuggets. It was high in protein and they performed well under that. So actually probably going to pick one of these up in the next week or two just for nugget and memers and just put it away. 50 pounds of dry dog food put away for them on top of some of the other foods that they have is a great idea. So make sure that you have extra food put away for your animals, whatever they might be. But you can come to Costco tonight and you can stock up on whatever your dogs need, even joint health, treats, multivitamins, snacks, whatever they need. It's a good time to buy this stuff while it is available. You don't know. A lot of people talking about something big in March going to happen. I have no idea. You know, a lot of people say things that never happens, but things are really, really broken right now. And it just takes one event. It's going to be so hard to get your essentials. So get them now. A lot of people have mentioned a good barterable item is booze. And I have to agree. You may not be a drinker, you may be opposed to it, you may not agree with it, but history has taught us that one of the most valuable barterable items on planet Earth during bad times is booze. So maybe it's not a bad idea to put a couple bottles away. Inventory, they're absolutely piled up with booze. Wine over here. But probably a good idea to put some of this away because there's always somebody at the worst of times that's going to want to drink. And I would probably say more people drink during bad times than good times. So if you believe we're heading into bad times, maybe it's a good idea to put some of this away. I think it's a fantastic barterable item. I remember when I used to come out here during Christmas back in the day, years ago, and pick up king crab legs, gigantic king crab legs for $19 a pound. Then they went up from there, but today they are $45 a pound. I don't know if you can see that. And they're nothing what they used to look like. They used to be as long as my arm, but $45 a pound now for king crab legs. And that's about the cheapest you're going to find it. But the crab legs back in the day were $19, then they went up to $22, then they went to $25, and then they went to the moon. But they were as long as my arm. They were fantastic. But I don't know how people are paying these prices even at Costco. I remember a few years ago that was $6.99 a pound. I don't know. Who can afford these prices even at Costco? Let's take a look. $16 a pound for New York's. But that is prime. That's a pretty good deal. That is prime. That's a good deal. $16 a pound. I will say that's a good deal. Most places you're going to be paying a lot more than that. I think one of the best things you can do too also is come down here, grab yourself some water. You should have a filtration system, but you also should have water put away. So you can get cases of bottled water right now. And if you watch my video from the other day, that prepper list, people were putting away water. One of the second or third top things they were doing was toilet paper, of all things. I don't know if that would be the second or third on my list, but if it is one of the top things on your list, then you should get down here and stock up on toilet paper, paper towels, all that good stuff. So this is a time to do it. And I like coming to these places at night because it's real quiet. So you can get down here. Yeah, this was like number 2 or 3 on that prepper list, toilet paper. So if it's really important on your list, come down, stock up on it. These are the times to be doing it. If you have the means, you know, extra soaps, extra vitamins, extra aspirin, allergy pills, whatever. Start thinking about if you had to go off grid for 4 weeks, what would you need? How about tinfoil? Tinfoil is something very, very important to cook with, and make sure you have a way to cook. Do you have a Coleman? Do you have a jet boil? Do you have a grill? Are you using propane? Are you using wood? Are you using charcoal? These are all things you should be stocking up on right now. So important to be thinking about what items are going to be really, really essential for your day-to-day life. This is the time to be thinking about it right now. Another important item, socks. Good to have extra socks. Olive oil, important. So it is good to see the store is really, really stocked up. A lot of inventory, so that's good to see. But you just never know. As we get deeper into 2024, what's going to happen. Great time to pick up more canned food, more emergency food. Remember, Costco is even selling gold bars, and they sell out within hours. So we're talking about anything from dog food, cat food, to canned food, to emergency food, to gold bars. You can get it all at Costco. All canned. All canned. Another really important item is sardines, tuna, things like that. Really, really important. High protein. You can eat it, dogs can eat it, but I think fish is extremely important to put away. Canned fish like sardines. That'll definitely give you a boost in your protein. Very, very important. And you can buy stacks of it right here, right now. Another important item is coffee. If you're a coffee drinker, really, really important. Especially like instant coffee that you can store for a long, long time. A lot of different coffees here. So as I said earlier, vitamins, aspirin, things of that nature, extremely important. and they just have tons of it. And so, you know, if you're deficient in something and you know it, you should be stacking it right now, because this stuff might become more difficult to obtain down the road. If you have allergies and you need an allergy pill, it's probably the time to get this stuff and just put it away. You know, I was listening to an interview the other night with Doug Casey, and I have a lot of respect for Doug Casey. And he said that he had a friend who he really looked up to and admired many, many years ago. And the advice he gave him back in the day was, he told Doug, buy stuff with your Monopoly money now and just put it away. Buy real things right now, put it away. Like light bulbs. Go buy 50 light bulbs. You'll never need another light bulb for the rest of your life. Instead of having to go in your car, burn the gas the time when the light bulb goes out, and having to pay 5 times more, you'll have 50 of them already put away. So I think there's a lot to say about that, about buying real things right now that you can use somewhere down the road. Because all this stuff, whether you're talking about the vitamins, whether you're talking about an aspirin, so whether you're talking about something for your allergies, whatever, all this stuff is going to be more expensive down the road. So it's really valuable to use that Monopoly money and buy what you need right now, because a year from now it's going to be more, 2 years from now it's going to be more, 3 years from now it's going to be more. And of course, I know some of this stuff has a certain shelf life, but the stuff that you can put away, then you know you can put away for a few years, probably the time to buy it right now. So toothpaste, diapers, things like that, so important. But a lot of this stuff I think is going to have a pretty long shelf life. And remember, things last longer than what the label says. So a lot of this stuff will outlast the label. Yeah, even putting a good protein powder away, you can make a pre-digested meal really, really quick. I think it's good to put a couple pounds of protein powder away, because that's a meal. Protein, vitamins, minerals, calories, all in one pre-digested meal. So very, very important. And that way too, if you're not getting an adequate amount of vitamins and nutrients in your food, a protein drink is a good way to get what you're lacking too. So just checking out now at Costco, ladies and gentlemen. Not very busy this evening. Not very busy. Not everybody's hurting, that's for sure.